Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Today we're gonna do some wheels on this beautiful GR Yaris Hilux. Those are the stock wheels. Good morning!
Good morning. Super excited for today.
I know.
Super.
Same. So we're in the GR Hilux. How old is this car? How new? How are you?
It's actually still pretty new. I only have like 2,000 kilometers in this thing. It's still pretty new. So yeah, 2041. So it's kind of like my work car, but also like I wanted to get a GR because I've always had like an American car.
Yes.
So
Wrangler.
yeah, like I'm also an enthusiast of JDM. So when this came out, I was like, okay, I gotta have that car. I definitely wanted to get my hands on the Hilux GRS. So thank you, Toyota.
I was just telling the viewers, I don't do 4x4 cars. I don't do off-roads.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so I wanted to inform the crowd that, you know, we bring in work wheels which have SUV wheels, 6-lug. So we decided to throw a set on this car to give it some pop.
Yeah, it's gonna look amazing. Actually, really excited for that today.
And then we're also going to take Jake down to our friends at Ridemax who have a ton of accessories for this truck. And we're just going to browse, but maybe window shop and point out some stuff and see what other accessories we can throw onto the Hilux.
It's gonna be hard to say no to these accessories. There's so much parts for this car.
Exactly,
that you don't even know where to start sometimes, right?
I know, when they sent me the catalog list, I'm like, holy
gosh, me too. I was like, where do I begin?
Lift kits, winches.
Actually, like with this car, you need a bit of discipline because there's so much parts to put that, you know, you have to be a bit selective. You can end up making, like, buying too much parts or overcooking it too much.
That's why when we were messaging, I wanted to ask you, what is your purpose? What is the goal? Because if you're going to trail it, yes, we could have gotten the bigger tires and we could have gotten...
No, that's the thing. Like for my Jeep, if you guys have seen my Jeep,
you went nuts.
I went nuts on this thing. So I kind of want to chill with a whole big setup because I never even got to trail my Jeep. I never really had the time to like go out camping or overlanding with the other celebrities. So my car is just a poser, guys.
Yeah. It's like a garage queen street setup.
It's ready for work though. Like anywhere we go to work, you can take that car and it's cool, right? But this one's gonna be a bit more subtle than that. My plan is more like OEM plus.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Something
so
like that.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Even me back then when I had my first shop, when we've hung out for the longest time, when you've been to my first shop all the way inside FDI.
Yeah.
And we built a crazy doomsday Suburban, but I never got to use it. It was just always on the road, and it was so menacing.
I remember that with the roll cage and stuff, right?
All metal, full external roll cage. Like it was actually too heavy. It's nice. The American cars also have a ton of accessories when it comes to overlanding, 4x4, and
you can go nuts.
You could go nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And even, you know, down to engine modifications.
This is a new experience because remember, like in car porn back then, like I used to, how many cars I set up there? Like the Silvias, the Challenger.
We had the Challenger, the wheels and the air suspension. The Silvia was brief.
A little bit, right? We put some stuff there. And
then obviously your brother's car also.
Yeah, so
for those of you who don't know, Jake's brother actually works with me at Hotel Ava, and we've been working with each other for quite a long time.
20 years maybe.
Is it
15
years already?
Maybe 15, 20 years.
Our families have some relation.
I know our titas.
Very far relation, but it's pretty cool. And if you guys didn't know who Jake is, he's an action star. But I know you also do like emotional.
Yeah, do theater as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I consider myself more of like an actor more than anything else. So I pride myself on that. Like, I actually tell everyone that it's more empowering to say that you're just an actor because it allows you to do everything.
Yes,
you know. So for me,
I like all the stunt sequences and action sequences that you guys rehearse.
Thanks.
I watch your stories.
You should do some of it.
Like, I wouldn't do that.
I'll tell Coco on Monday.
Sama ako.
Game.
Where do you guys train?
For the stunts?
Yeah.
For like the last show I did, which is Ironheart. I had a team. They're actually the directors and producers of Incognito, the show of Richard.
Okay.
They're very good as well.
Yeah, I've seen clips of that when they shot in Europe. Right?
Yeah, we shot in Italy, Japan, and in Japan. I think they went back there for Incognito as well. But for this show, I've been training with Erwin Tagde of Tag Team Studios, and yeah, it's kind of like there's a community of like fight designers, people who design fights and stuntmen and all that. So for me, I'm like, I try to train with everyone because you're eventually gonna work with everyone.
And it's nice because everyone has a different choreography style.
It's different, yeah.
Right? The sequence of either you're on beat or you're off beat, like some of the sequences, because it's like dancing for.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Actually, I say like, you know, you can find yourself so good in one set, and then you move to the next set and it's a brand new system with different things. They're looking for different things. So my philosophy for that is that I want to work with everyone. And then in the fight, like in the fight community, it's nice that they all get to know you, because it's different when you have to actually do the fight already. You kind of have to get reacquainted with each other. You know what I mean?
Yes. What speed do they have? The cadence that
exactly,
they have?
or also styles. You know, like you have to kind of like collaborate. So for me, I like to work with everyone. So everyone's used to me. When I get to the set, it's not a big deal anymore. Yeah.
I love watching all the Ip Man, Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
We actually have an MMA team that uses wushu here in the Philippines. They're called Team Lakay from Baguio.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so some of these fighters are like champions in 1FC, like that.
Damn.
Yeah, and also just a fun fact, my directors of Ironheart, the two, and the son, they were like Olympic coaches for wushu.
Oh,
Yeah, for Sancho, like the full contact and also the exhibition.
So,
yeah.
okay. Definitely I have to meet, because that's one of my, like, I want to learn this one day, just the flow.
Yeah.
Because
So-
it visually looks
So nice,
beautiful, right?
So more of like the wushu exhibition, right?
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
There's two kinds. There's the Sancho where they have full. It's like MMA.
Full contact,
Yeah,
yeah.
full contact. But yeah, the exhibition thing is a whole different. I mean, it's a whole different martial art.
I know, I'm too old for full contact, and I have to
But
protect
you're
my
very flexible, right? You
protect
do,
my
like,
money maker.
Me too. But yeah, maybe the exhibition. But those are pretty sick, though, right?
I
When
know,
they do
they look
those
so good.
things, Yeah.
I met a women's pro, Agatha Wong, who, when I met her and saw her Instagram, I was just blown away at how much strength she has. She does the single leg pistol up and downs,
Wow.
like nothing. Like I struggle to do 3 pistols,
Yeah.
and she will pistol like as a warm up.
Oh my gosh, really now?
And when you see her, right, she's not muscular,
Yeah.
but she's mastered her strength and physique, and she represents the Philippines also.
That's amazing.
It's so cool. And then she's hardcore because she's also a med student.
Wow, that's insane. So she's
Yeah.
like an Olympic athlete and, a med student.
yeah.
That's so time consuming.
But if you see
But-
her socials, she
Yeah.
has no socials.
You know, that's the thing. I've always been fascinated with athletes, because, like, if you notice, like, a lot of actors watch also like boxing and MMA, because
Yes.
there's a level of like commitment and dedication that comes with it that
Yes.
an athlete really gives to its sport, right?
Yes.
So
You have to immerse.
exactly, yeah, exactly. But for me, it's like I love how, like, with athletes, it's like all or nothing. The stakes are always so high.
Speaking of awards, you had one award given.
Yeah, the most recent award I won was for Ironheart. I won Best Supporting Actor. So yeah, that's a good cherry on top of a very good experience. Like, for me, it's like, obviously, like, awards are amazing, but what's even more amazing, like, for me, the real prize is the journey that you go along with while taping and shooting, the people that you work with.
That's a great mindset.
And then if you win an award on top of that, it just kind of cements that whole experience.
It's
So-
like gravy already.
Exactly.
Because, you
Yeah.
enjoy the whole process of filmmaking.
And then the thing is, like, with awards too, it's like, it's amazing, it's great, but you also have to kind of forget about it after you win, because you're gonna have to like create all over again from scratch, right?
I think it's there as a reminder to show you that you did hard, great work,
Yeah.
but it's not your stop.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
You know, I tell like younger actors or aspiring actors to like really enjoy the journey, because obviously, like, I've been in show business for 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, done everything: theater, movies, film, and TV.
This is a 1968 Camaro with a 67 face, but it's completely resto modded.
Oh, it's a resto mod.
Yeah. It's the engine of this is the same as that engine.
Actually, I'm so interested to see your brother's car, the Mustang. Remember we were talking about
yeah,
it?
we're almost done with it.
Manta.
Yeah, Manta's still here. My old Skyfiro, you've seen this drift car from long ago.
Oh my gosh, it's purple now?
Yeah,
It used to be
repainted.
black, right?
Yeah, new engine also, same engine as this. Like, I went nuts and my last rebuild, hopefully my last rebuild.
So this is riding a Vette engine?
This is a Vette
V8.
engine, yeah. V8 LS3, 430 horsepower.
I love this build because I'm so into utes.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I went for pickup. So
Well-
this is one of the best builds for me. And it was like one of a kind.
It's still one of a kind.
still, like, I've not seen.
That's why I've kept it through the years. Even, there's technically no value to it anymore because it's so mangled up. But for me, it is the world. It is what
Yeah.
set me up for modification.
Exactly, and it started the whole drift culture here in the Philippines as well. Right?
Yes,
I remember it.
yes. That's how old I am.
Yeah, right? Why no?
People don't realize how we've started the drift scene. I helped establish the drift scene.
That's the type of setup I like too, where it's like you can take it to the track, but it's still street legal. I mean, it's still ready for the
it's
streets.
streetable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the comfiest. Anyway, let's load the wheels and get
Okay.
on our way. Actually, no, it's a Datsun.
That's it.
It's a JDM car.
Damn.
So we're putting sound installation, and I'm gonna have like a podcast studio here.
Oh, cool. Nice. So that's gonna be cool, like a podcast with like car culture. Wow, they're even better in person.
Made in Japan, baby.
Yeah. I love that I'm using work as well, because like you see other Hiluxes or SUVs, they're all using race.
Fuel.
Yeah, I
Rhino.
didn't want to go that way. Yeah.
Oh my god, 892 messages.
That's me. I told you I don't read messages.
Are you kidding me? I can't.
Guys, that's my life.
That
That is my life, literally. And I avoid it every freaking day.
I don't know if I'm OCD, but I will be like, I gotta clear
my
every
gosh.
single one.
I mean, if you think that's a lot, if you look at like Instagram, it's even more. I don't open anything.
God.
Really. Sometimes I really like using this to work. Like, if I want to drive it, I enjoy driving it. If I have a driver drive it, it's fine.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like a lot of my cars I need to drive.
You have to drive it. You can't.
It's like
The Challenger is the same thing for me. I never let the driver drive it too much.
people always ask like, why do you have a driver? I'm like, I have a sports car.
Yeah.
I can't have a driver
That's gonna
because I
be
won't
weird.
fit. Yeah.
That's very weird.
Exactly. Part of owning a sports car is to be quick, right?
Yeah.
Meaning you're efficient. I'm not carrying all this extra weight.
I see like a sports car like a motorcycle. It's really like a personal thing. It really is your
kinda
thing.
different.
Well, different for me. Like a motorcycle, it's just like what I love about it. It's like my thing.
Yes.
Like I don't really share that with a lot of different people.
Yes.
I love to ride like solo, right?
Okay, let's talk about your passion for motorbikes. I know your dad Wanto is into motorbikes also,
Yeah.
but did he get you into it or were you into it already?
I think it was like, I mean, really young age. I was already helping my dad like build these bikes. I mean, not to a degree, right? I'm not like building these bikes on my own, but like I was like his helper, like growing up. So
I think I remember the story, right? We were in FTI and you were mentioning, or Rufo was mentioning that you were building a bike in the living room.
yeah.
Was this true?
It was, yeah, for like when I was still living in my old condo in Mandaluyong, the bikes were displayed inside my condo.
Yeah. I remember the story.
I mean, for me, as far back as I can remember.
Speak of the devil.
Speaking of Rufo,
I think Rufo's doing his weekend catering.
yeah, he's doing his thing with the paellas today.
Yeah, if you guys
probably.
need paella,
Paella 406.
yeah, there. Paella, we'll plug that in too. How many bikes do you have now, and do you love bikes more than cars?
For the Philippines, I have to say, like, I really do enjoy motorcycles more. Just because I have, like, if I'm on the road, I have, like, options. I can filter. But for other countries, with, like, let's say if I was, like, in Europe or in the States, like, a top-down would be, like, ideal. Right, so you get both. But, I don't know, for the past few years, yeah, I've been really into motorcycles. Like, I have, like, I think me and my dad together, we have, like, 8 bikes.
And
Vintage and-
yeah, like what type of bikes do you do? The sport bike?
For now, like I have 3 Yamahas, 3 different bikes. So like I have a tourer, which is the one we take to the provinces
Long
and all
travels,
that.
yeah.
I have a city bike, which is an XSR. It's perfect. Like I actually give that advice like to people who are into motorcycles that if you're buying an XSR here in Manila, the XSR 900 might be too powerful for the city.
A
So
900? Yeah.
a 700cc is perfect. perfect. Like you get a little bit of an open road and then you're gonna enjoy the bike. Then I have a adventure bike which is a Tenere 700 as well.
And most of the new bikes now have traction control and ABS.
Well, the XSR, I would call it a lot more raw experience.
Okay,
But like
okay.
my Tracer, all the tech that you want. Like it has
safe.
electronic suspension, it has the
damping control.
and it saved me many times in the sense of like I felt the bike slipping and it was an accident was about to happen already.
Yeah.
And then it saved me. Like it brought the bike up
no
like
high
that.
side, no low side.
Yeah.
If you guys ever ride a bike and it starts wiggling, that's almost the death of it.
Exactly, that wiggle. That wiggle, they call it death wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I hate that.
Oh my gosh.
I used to have some bikes and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to my lane and stick to cars.
Yeah. But you know, I do a necessary sacrifice, don't get me wrong. Like, let's say now I'm back to work, so I'm taping again.
Yes.
So I'm not touching my bike for a while, or if I am, I'm just, riding like around the corner or something. I try to stay away from it while I'm at work. Because like in the Philippines, like as much as I do love motorcycles and the sense of freedom that you have with it, sometimes it's not gonna be your fault, like the accident.
It's never.
Yeah. So, I mean, I try to mediate risk that way. But if I'm not working, I'm on my bike like every day.
I'll ask Mazda if they
Let's
have
go.
any projects where they can let you drive.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the MX-5 or the Miata in general. Like to me, if you ask me, I think it's the most like practical or useful sports car that you can have in the Philippines, right? With the power, because of course it's like we don't have the longest stretches of road in the city.
Yeah.
So at least with the power of this, you just enjoy it just enough. Twisty roads, it becomes a driver-focused car.
It is, and I tell people once you're moving in the Miata, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like I find the acceleration obviously lackluster based off the fleet that I drive.
Yeah.
But on track, I friggin' love the
love
Miata. It's so much fun. Jake saying hi
I'm
to
so
everyone.
excited for my wheels.
Okay.
All perfect.
BF KO3.
265s. And Goodrich pa, grabe.
So
Thank
no
you
rubbing,
so much.
no rubbing.
This is really the tires I wanted, guys. Thank you so much, Angie.
Shout out to our boys who supplied us, Team Ridemax. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ridemax. You guys are the best.
Welcome back to Motul flagship store. They're gonna mount our tires for us. We're gonna break it down from the pickup now. Okay, while they're mounting the rest of the wheels, we're gonna make our way down to Team Ridemax.
Off to Ridemax, guys.
And let's look at some parts. Okay, so just to let you guys know how many parts Ridemax carries. They have a whole page here. I'm gonna post it online. So while Jake and I were also waiting, I ended up messaging Stephen and we have an invite for Jake to test for the MSCC Miata Spec Series.
Let's go.
And also an invite. I mean, if you do well in the testing, then we have an
Then
invite
maybe.
to run the May 10 race. So I told Stephen if I have time, I'll join the May 10 race.
May 10, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna double check my schedule.
So-
I want to go.
You just ask and I ask and all of a sudden things materialize.
I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ridemax.
Diba?
And for everything.
You
Yeah.
know naman, like, I work fast.
Yeah, super. Super fast.
We're
I'm
in.
so excited to see the parts, the unlimited parts.
The unlimited parts.
It has to be.
Warehouse on warehouse. Holy cow, this is
Damn,
nightmare.
This is truck heaven, actually.
Inventory
Kaya
nightmare.
best pa stuff mo. Saan may parts din ka ng motor?
Yes po, suspension lang suspension.
It's like the crazy bumper.
The bumper. Pero skid plate lang.
Ito yung bumper, meron din.
That does look mean though.
It does look mean. Actually, that's why.
Sports car po. Pagdating po sa mga sports car, ang ano lang po namin is yung mga Michelin tire.
Ito, detachable po yung loop.
Detachable siya.
Yes.
That
That's
makes-
cool.
And then, ang kagandahan po yan, yung loop po niya, meron na siyang kasamang LCD bar.
Talaga?
Is that an LED
Yes, LED bar po yan.
It's built in.
Yeah.
Galing.
This is the auto bed.
Oh. I think this is a must. Yeah.
Okay. We're doing the build-in faces and sticking to the OEM Plus plan. So
Yeah.
the toe points, the skid plate, the side step.
The recovery points, right?
Yeah, so they were sharing with us the problem with having the steel bumpers Yes.
You have to lift.
Because it's 90 kilos in front and probably 60 kilos in the
Yeah,
back.
it's gonna get heavy
Yeah.
for sure.
So-
And my dilemma is my Jeep's like that already.
Yeah,
Like,
don't need to be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ganda rin pala niya pag binagi ko eh, no?
Ayan po, na may UPP na rin siya sa ano.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, definitely. Ang ganda talaga ng ARB skid plate. That's what I want. Bam.
I'm sure they all want a photo with you first.
Thank you very much. Ingat po, ingat.
That's a very interesting morning. Thank you so much to Team Ridemax.
Yeah.
Sad the owners weren't there, but nice to see the parts on stock.
Yeah, an amazing place actually. They're complete there. Ridemax.
I mean, they're too much complete.
Yeah, actually it's hard. That's the hard part when you're faced with so many options. Not the hard part comes where you have to choose.
You could easily get carried away and be like,
Super,
oh,
yeah.
one of those.
You know, it's 2-3 cars that I see that a lot of people get carried away. It's a Jimny, it's this car, then also like sometimes with the Jeep. You
Yeah.
can see people
Yes,
really go.
Even the FJ, I've seen some crazy FJ.
Yeah, crazy builds on an FJ. Actually, I like it when have you ever seen like a JDM like build on an FJ?
A JDM build on an FJ.
Richard Gutierrez's FJ. I like his build.
No, I don't think I've seen
He went
Richard's.
retro with this, like really nice.
So we had to go back because we almost forgot. Or actually, we did forget.
oh my gosh, I thought we were gonna go back again.
No, we had to go back because we needed lug nuts, and I had to clear it with work wheels. That if we didn't have lug nuts, we couldn't mount the wheels. So.
Yeah, exactly. We got them. Thank you so much.
Hi Jules, kamusta?
Thank you, Jules.
So we're on the way back now.
I'm so happy, guys. They're so nice.
One wheel only.
For today. Yeah, we're gonna spread this out into four videos.
Okay guys, the rear mags are going on already. We're gonna get the full reveal soon. Even the offset, you can see from here, chunkiness has come out. It's gotten so much better and it's gonna look like a completely different pickup. I think we have to reveal it already. I keep
reveal
delaying
it
it.
now. Let's
Well,
reveal it.
they're almost done.
It's almost done. I love it. I'm so in love with it already. Yeah, thank you, Angie.
Welcome.
I'm so happy.
Thank you to Motul. Jules, thank you.
Thank you so much, brother.
Okay, should we reveal now?
Let's do it. Let me know what you guys think, guys. I'm so happy with it. Like,
3, 2, 1.
there you go.
There you go.
Workmeisters.
This is the Workmeister SUV.
Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you so much, Motul.
And then our friends down at Ridemax, BF Goodrich.
Thank you so much.
Just doing the final details. Work wheels, baby. Made in Japan.
Work wheels.
Looks so good.
That's exactly what I want. A KO3 with work wheels. That's what me and my brother are planning on. So thank you so much. So
Pull it-
happy with that. That's so nice.
Pulling it off. We're not done.
We're not done. Phase 1.
Phase
This
one.
is the beginning. Beginning of this build.
Yeah, there it is. It's rubbing already. Rubbing.
265, but we still have to cut it.
We're doing slide trim here to the fender liner and the metal, which I'm going to end up covering in car porn. And we didn't remove the rear mud flap, but Jake was all cool with it. We have just a small clearance, a smidgen of clearance. We could actually trim that more, but I think for now it's okay. Simple build, but phase 1 pa lang. Phase 1.
Without the mud flap, it kind of like brought out, you can like focus on the wheel more.
I think so.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it transformed the look.
Super. Like, no, it's definitely, it looks like
Finesse.
it's me now. It feels more like my car now, actually. I love it.
Transformed with just wheels and tires.
Yeah.
So-
wait for the second video because we're gonna put even more parts here. But
Yeah.
again, just simple. You have to be disciplined with the setup of this car.
Yes,
There's
yes.
so much parts to choose from, right?
It's a purpose-driven setup.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm setting this up for exactly what I use it for. Diba? Nothing too exaggerated this time around. Thank you so much
Hope you guys enjoyed this weekend build. We'll see you for part 2.
for part 2. See you guys.